I will start my lesson. Yeah. You see English important? Misalnya ambil topik, ambil title, conquer the word with English. What is the word conquer? Conquer means kita bisa menaklukkan. Kenapa yang ditaklukkan is not a country, is not a city, tapi lebih ke word ya. Jadi dunia gitu. Kenapa kita harus naklukin dunia? Terus pakai bahasa Inggris juga. Is it a must? Haruskah gitu? Kita as Indonesian sebagai orang Indonesia harus bisa menguasai bahasa Inggris. Yes, you have. It's a must gitu. Itu sebuah keharusan buat kalian untuk bisa menguasai bahasa Inggris. Karena we have to introduce our country, introduce ourselves to others itu with English gitu. Kita pengennya orang kenal kita pakai bahasa Indonesia, but karena international language itu yang sudah duluan dipilih orang itu English ya, mau nggak mau we have to force ourselves itu to to learn about English ya. Terus kita mulai aja dulu dari ini ya, anak-anak muda di Indonesia. Apa aja nanti bahasanya? Kita akan bahas ini. Tell the world who you are. Jadi memberitahu ke dunia siapa kita itu penting, guys ya. Jadi what is it? Is it so important for us untuk tell the world what we have gitu, who you are, ya, with English of course. And then second part we will talk about 10,000 hours make you an expert. Misalnya akan mengenalkan ke kalian tentang hukum 10.000 jam yang bisa bikin kita become an expert. Sistemnya seperti apa, caranya seperti apa gitu. I will explain it later. And for part 3 we will learning English without limit. So we live in a very advanced technology era in which dimana kalian bisa belajar even without teacher ya. Jadi guru pada saat ini itu hanya sebagai pendamping ya. Jadi even you study by yourself using technology is okay ya. It's not something hard to do ya. Kalau dulu misalnya itu belajarnya cuma dari textbook, cuma dari guru, kita nggak bisa akses internet, nggak bisa tanya Google dan lain-lain seperti kalian saat ini. But today kalian bisa ya. Today kalian feel free to do that ya, without any obstacle, tanpa kesulitan dan lain sebagainya. Okay, and then the last I will explain about the explorer ya, a little bit about the explorer. Jadi nanti kalian bisa tahu explorer itu apa dan gimana ya. Okay, let's next. Okay, tell the world who you are. Oke, nah, kenal sama mereka ya, pastinya kenal kan ya. Jadi Miss Santi ambil dari salah satu scene di Nebeng Boy, we know Boy Williams, and the beautiful girl next to her is kenal kan? Is Cinta Laura ya. Jadi kenapa Miss Santi ambil ini? Kita perhatikan dulu videonya, terus kita relate dengan dengan komen salah satu viewer yang sudah melihat mereka ya. Kita lihat kenapa sih kok sampai ada Mas Jibril ini bilang kalau Boy ngomong masih ngerti dikit-dikit. Tapi kalau Cinta Laura yang ngomong sedih gue kagak ngerti gitu. Ya, itu masih banyak lagi yang lain juga seperti itu. Yang lain malah komennya, Boy please dong dikasih subtitle, atau Boy please dong jangan ngomong pakai bahasa Inggris, kita di Indonesia gitu. Tapi let's see, dua orang ini adalah dua orang pemuda dari Indonesia. Tapi kok bisa bikin kalian ngerasa nggak pede dengerin percakapan mereka? Oke, let's see ya the video. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I can drive in New York. That's how I learned how to drive.
Yeah.
I learned how to drive in New York. I did my driver's test and the physical test in New York.
You are such a Britney fan.
I am. I mean, and it's really early right
How
now.
Was her show in Vegas? You watched it,
Yeah,
right?
so I watched that last year, and it's literally the best night of 2016 for me.
Does Britney Spears lip sync?
I mean, I just said she didn't sing live.
So yes, that's a
Yeah,
yes.
she does.
Britney Spears is a lip syncer. 1, 2, 3.
Oke, jadi scene pendek ini tell us that the boy and Cinta is able to speak English in a very good way. They are confident, they are have a good accent in English. Ya, jadi kalau kalian menguasai bahasa Inggris itu secara tidak langsung itu bikin kalian itu your confidence level itu naik gitu tanpa kalian sadari. Terus apakah seperti itu bikin kalian jadi ngerasa sombong, sok keminggris atau apa? Enggak, it's not at all ya. Jadi itu malah bikin kita jadi orang yang dare to speak, berani bicara gitu. Jadi kalau si Mas Jibril yang komen di konten YouTube-nya si Boy ini, we should be ashamed gitu, karena kita sama-sama pemuda yang punya kesempatan belajar yang sama gitu. Nggak usah mikir bahwa Boy sama Cinta pernah tinggal di luar negeri, Miss. No, we have the same chance ya. Kita punya kesempatan yang sama to study, to use English in anywhere. Ya, you try to practice it daily. Ya, okay. That's from Indonesia. Let's see from other country. Okay. I will introduce you to one of amazing kids at that time, ya, karena tahunnya 92, jadi waktu itu dia masih kecil, tapi sekarang dia udah dewasa. Jadi ceritanya namanya Seven Suzuki. Seven Suzuki ini dia dari Kanada. Dia itu sampai ngajak teman-temannya, kalau nggak salah sekitar 10 atau less than 10 of her friends itu terbang, jadi mereka ngumpulin uang gitu, mereka terbang ke United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, ke rapat pertemuan PBB yang diadakan di Rio de Janeiro tanggal 3 to 14 June 1992. Terus apa yang dia sampaikan? Yang Miss Santi pengen kalian lakukan adalah nanti perhatikan emosinya, pesan yang dia sampaikan, terus kepedulian. Kalau dia umur, if I'm not mistaken, dia masih umur 9 tahun, dia punya concern yang luar biasa, dia bisa membungkam dan bisa membuat ruangan rapat itu jadi diam. Ya, sedangkan kita, let's see, nanti setelah melihat Seven Suzuki ini lagi delivering her speech, itu bikin kita malu nggak gitu? Seusia kita, what we have done for our country, for our environment. Sudah keren nggak sih yang kita lakuin untuk lingkungan kita? Let's see ya. 12, sorry, not 9. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Seven Suzuki, speaking for ECHO, the Environmental Children's Organization. We're a group of 12 and 13-year-olds trying to make a difference. Vanessa Seti, Morgan Geisler, Michelle Quigg, and me. We've raised all the money to come here ourselves, to come 5,000 miles to tell you adults you must change your ways. Coming up here today, I have no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future. Losing my future is not like losing an election or a few points on the stock market. I am here to speak for all generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone. I am afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad, until just a few years ago we found the fish full of cancers. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct, every day vanishing forever. In my life, I have dreamt of seeing the great herds of wild animals, jungles and rainforests full of birds and butterflies. But now I wonder if they will even exist for my children to see. Did you have to worry of these things when you were my age? All this is happening before our eyes, and yet we act as if we have all the time we want and all the solutions. I'm only a child, and I don't have all the solutions. But I want you to realize, neither do you. You don't know how to fix the holes in our ozone layer. You don't know how to bring the salmon back up in a dead stream. You don't know how to bring back an animal now extinct. And you can't bring back the forest that once grew where there is now a desert. If you don't know how to fix it, please stop breaking it. Here, you may be delegates of your government, business people, organizers, reporters, or politicians, but really, your mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, and all of you are someone's child. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family, 5 billion strong. In fact, 30 million species strong. And borders and governments will never change that. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. In my anger, I am not blind, and in my fear, I am not afraid of telling the world how I feel. In my country, we make so much waste. We buy and throw away, and yet northern countries will not share with the needy. Even when we have more than enough, we are afraid to share. We are afraid to let go of some of our wealth. In Canada, we live the privileged life, with plenty of food, water, and shelter. We have watches, bicycles, computers, and television sets. The list could go on for 2 days. 2 days ago, here in Brazil, we were shocked when we spent time with some children living on the streets. This is what one child told us. I wish I was rich. And if I were, I would give all the street children food, clothes, medicines, shelter, and love and affection. If a child on the streets who has nothing is willing to share, why are we who have everything still so greedy? I can't stop thinking that these are children my own age, that it makes a tremendous difference where you are born. That I could be one of those children living in the favelas of Rio. I could be a child starving in Somalia, or a victim of war in the Middle East, or a beggar in India. I am only a child, yet I know if all the money spent on war was spent on finding environmental answers, ending poverty, and finding treaties, what a wonderful place this earth would be. At school, even in kindergarten, you teach us how to behave in the world. You teach us not to fight with others, to work things out, to respect others, to clean up our mess, not to hurt other creatures, to share, not be greedy. Then why do you go out and do the things you tell us not to do? Do not forget why you are attending these conferences, who you're doing this for. We are your own children. You are deciding what kind of a world we are growing up in. Parents should be able to comfort their children by saying, everything's going to be all right. It's not the end of the world. And we're doing the best we can. But I don't think you can say that to us anymore. Are we even on your list of priorities? My dad always says, you are what you do, not what you say. Well, what you do makes me cry at night. You grown-ups say you love us, but I challenge you, please, make your actions reflect your words. Thank you.
Okay, guys. What do you feel? Yeah. Okay, let me ask you your feelings, ya. Karena for me myself, it almost make me cry every time I listen to her speech ya. Jadi tadi jelas ya videonya, semuanya bisa lihat?
Jelas, Miss.
Oke, jadi ada yang bisa lihat, ada yang enggak. What do you feel gitu? Karena for me myself, it's so touching, it's so brave, it's so meaningful ya. Jadi I hope ya yang di depannya Miss Santi ini will be like Seven Suzuki. Jadi almost cry ya. Jadi kita nggak pernah membayangkan kita nanti nggak bisa lihat gajah, kita nggak bisa lihat jerapah gitu kan ya. Tapi mungkin anak-anak kita di masa depan itu mungkin not able to see those animals gitu. Kalau kita we are not care about our environment. Itu padahal tahun 1992 gitu. Apakah kita jadi manusia yang bakal ngerusak atau bakal peduli? Jadi mimpinya Miss Santi sama Miss Hari as an English teacher, you will be like her gitu. You will be speak up. You will open the word eyes. You will what is it? Bisa bikin satu ruangan rapat yang isinya orang-orang pintar, bisa bikin orang-orang yang perwakilan negara-negara hebat itu bisa make a good decision gitu. Dan salah satu caranya adalah using English gitu. Pakai translator, Miss, pakai penerjemah. Apa yang kita sampaikan akan kurang kalau kita pakai penerjemah. Kita tidak akan bisa mendeliver what we want to tell the world gitu. Kalau kita meminta orang lain ngomong buat kita. Ya, jadi Seven Suzuki ini baru start. Kalau tadi Boy William sama Cinta Laura nggak bikin kalian pengen bisa bahasa Inggris, coba kalau setelah lihat Seven Suzuki ada rasa malu nggak? Ada rasa, umur segitu sudah galang dana, ngumpulin dana, buat tiket pesawat, pergi ke rapat di PBB, ya, terus berdiri ngomong di depan semua orang dengan lantang, dengan percaya diri, can we do that? Gitu, ya. Kita bisa nggak ngelakuin itu? Atau what did you do for your country? Sudah nggak buang sampah sembarangan, sudah nggak bilangin temen kita kalau belanja ke Indomart, Alfamart, kurangin dong, nggak usah pakai plastik gitu. Kita sudah care belum? Kalau kita nanti pengen anak-anak kita lihat tadi jungles full of bird and butterflies, mungkin kita kupu-kupu aja sekarang udah jarang lihat kan? Ya, jadi itu salah satu contoh yang real, yang ngena banget bahwa we have to be able to speak English in a good way. Ya, oke. I will continue. Misalnya akan lanjutkan lagi. Ini juga nggak kalah serunya. Jadi, oke, wait. Let me go next ya. Wait. Oke. Kenal sama mereka kan? Yang cewek kenal pasti. Yang cowok I'm not really sure.
I know.
Oh, you know that. Oke, jangan-jangan Bayi Haki fanboy juga dari BTS.
Juga. Saya nggak suka.
Oh, nggak suka. Oke.
Saya nggak suka.
It's okay ya. Jadi Miss Santi nampilin mereka bukan untuk bikin kalian jadi fanboy atau fangirl ya. Tapi lihat what one of the member did ya. Terus lihat ekspresi para member lain ya. Jadi namanya Bangtan Soyuden, if I'm not mistaken. Jadi BTS ini one of a great idol from South Korea yang bikin para remaja dunia, dia salah satu influencer keren untuk para remaja ya. Jadi selain mereka bermusik, salah satu membernya ini jago banget belajar jago banget bahasa Inggris. Apa yang dia lakukan, dia itu jadi semacam kayak speaker untuk negaranya, untuk perusahaannya, untuk anggota untuk band dia gitu. Apa yang dia sampaikan, bagaimana dia delivering the message, dan dia melakukannya diundang sama UNICEF. Ya, jadi kalau kita bilang, oh cowok-cowok Korea itu cowok-cowok plastik, cowok-cowok yang nggak punya kemampuan untuk ini gitu. Ini misalnya coba tampilkan bahwa kita nggak boleh judge them by their cover ya. Jadi ada hal yang mungkin baik yang bisa kita ambil dari mereka. Ya, let's see bagaimana nanti. This is the leader, namanya Kim Namjoon. Dia adalah the leader of this boy band ya. dikenalnya dengan sebutan Rap Mon, ya, Rap Monster. Dia akan deliver his speech in front of UNICEF, ya. Kita lihat sebagus apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya gitu. Oke.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General, UNICEF Executive Director, and all the excellencies and distinguished guests from across the world. My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. It is an incredible honor to be invited to an occasion with such significance for...
Oke, sekarang misalnya gini, sebelum melanjutkan videonya, lihat ke-6 member lainnya. I don't wanna see that you are here. Misalnya nggak mau pemuda-pemuda Indonesia itu jadi member yang berada di belakang. Ya, yang cuman amazed, yang merasa, temenku hebat, temenku keren gitu. But I want you all become the one in front of, ya, yang di depan gitu, yang paling depan, yang ada di depan. Ya, coba sampaikan ini ide kalian, apa yang kalian inikan, dan kalian lihat ekspresi mereka. Now it's time for you to choose, ya. Ini saatnya kalian memutuskan, aku mau jadi yang di belakang, cuman dengerin aja, cuman terkagum-kagum aja, atau aku nanti akan berdiri di depan and speak up to the world, ya. Okay, let's continue.
Today's young generation. Last November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, building on our belief that true love first begins with loving myself. We've been partnering with UNICEF's End Violence program to protect children and young people all over the world from violence. And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm. We truly have the best fans in the world. And I'd like to begin by talking about myself. I was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea. It is a really beautiful place with a lake, hills, and even an annual flower festival. I spent a very happy childhood there, and I was just an ordinary boy. I used to look up at the night sky and wonder, and I used to dream the dreams of a boy. I used to imagine that I was a superhero who could save the world. And in an intro to one of our early albums, there's a line that says, "My heart stopped when I was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, I think that's when I began to worry about what other people thought of me and starting seeing myself through their eyes. I stopped looking up at the night skies, the stars. I stopped daydreaming. Instead, I just tried to jam myself into the malls that other people made. Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others. No one called out my name, and neither did I. My heart stopped and my eyes closed shut. So, like this, we all lost our names. We became like ghosts. But I had one sanctuary, and that was music. There was a small voice inside of me that said, "Wake up, man, and listen to yourself." But it took me quite a long time to hear music calling my real name. Even after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. Some people might not believe, but most people thought we were hopeless. And sometimes I just wanted to quit. But I think I was very lucky that I didn't give it all up. And I'm sure that I and we will keep stumbling and falling like this. BTS has become artists performing in those huge stadiums and selling millions of albums right now, but I am still an ordinary 24-year-old guy. If there's anything that I've achieved, it was only possible that I have my other BTS members right by my side, and because of the love and the support that our ARMY fans all over the world made for us. And maybe I made a mistake yesterday, but yesterday's me is still me. Today, I am who I am with all of my faults and my mistakes. Tomorrow, I might be a tiny bit wiser, and that'll be me too. These faults and mistakes are what I am, making up the brightest stars in the constellation of my life. I have come to love myself for who I am, for who I was, and for who I hope to become. I like to say the one last thing. After releasing our Love Yourself albums and launching the Love Myself campaign, we started to hear remarkable stories from our fans all over the world, how our message helped them overcome their hardships in life and start loving themselves. Those stories constantly remind us of our responsibility. So, let's take all one more step. We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself. I like to ask all of you, what is your name? What excites you and makes your heart beat? Tell me your story. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Find your name and find your voice by speaking yourself. I'm Kim Namjoon and also RM of BTS. I'm an idol and I'm an artist from a small town in Korea. Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. I have many faults, and I have many more fears, but I'm gonna embrace myself as hard as I can, and I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little. What do you think? Speak yourself. Thank you very much.
Okay, everyone. Yeah. Okay. After watching that, that's what I want you to be in your future. Yeah. Jadi you don't have to be an idol. You don't have to be what is it? Our physical appearance is not the main things. Yeah. Many of us selalu ngerasa insecure dengan feeling I'm not beautiful, I'm not handsome, I'm not what is it? I'm not rich gitu. But please show us gitu. Your will, your dream will make you work harder, will make you study harder gitu. Jadi mimpi kalian, apa yang bikin kalian tertarik, hobi apa, tekuni itu. Itu yang bikin kalian akan lebih enjoy our life ya. We feel lucky, we should feel grateful. Kita harus merasa beruntung, ngerasa bersyukur karena we still alive today. Kita masih bisa hidup hari ini. Ketika teman-teman yang lain, saudara-saudara lain itu malah jadi korban karena COVID. Ya, but we can survive until today. Ya, use that time wisely. Gunakan waktu itu sebaik-baiknya. Jadi kalau kemarin sebenarnya I feel so agak kecewa ketika some of you didn't do my task, tidak melakukan apa yang Miss Santi minta, padahal mungkin hanya tugas-tugas sederhana. Itu balik lagi gitu. Kalau ternyata kalian itu tidak benar-benar serius dengan mimpi kalian. Kalian bilang pengen jadi A, pengen jadi B, but exactly you didn't really want that. Kok bisa Miss Santi bilang kalian nggak pengen benar-benar mewujudin mimpi kalian karena nggak ada usaha. Kalian nganggap itu, kenapa sih aku cuma pengen join kelasnya, I have to do this and that gitu. Itu terlihat gitu. Bagaimana kita memperlakukan mimpi kita, serius atau tidak gitu. And try to not focus to ourselves. Tidak hanya fokus sama diri sendiri, but try to focus to others. Ya. Jadi anak-anak muda seperti kalian coba lihat lingkungan butuh apa. What I can do for our surrounding. Ya. Use that things to gather some powers ya, gunakan itu untuk mengumpulkan kekuatan di sekitar kalian dan melakukan sesuatu for your surrounding. Ya, jadi mindset awal ini harus jelas dulu. Ya, why we have to learn English ini harus kuat dulu ya. Oke, let me continue my presentation ya. But before that kita bikin ini ya. Kita refreshing bentar. Bisa bentar, wait. Sekarang kalau ada yang pakai laptop, silahkan buka websitenya. Buka websitenya, terus ketik Kahoot, ya. Kahoot.com, Kahoot. Ya, kalau pakai HP keluar dari Zoom-nya. Ada Conan. Yang dua siapa tadi? Ditinggal nggak, Nak? Oke, let's start ya. Kita start. Oke, itu udah muncul. Dipilih, diklik gambar itu, warnanya yang mana. Oke, ada 4 yang benar, 4 salah ya. So, be careful, that's bronze. Oke, ini top 5 ya, yang masuk scoreboard yang top 5. Oke, we go to second question. Diklik, pilih warna apa? Oh, itu London Eye ya. Jadi itu adanya di London. Oke, good. Baik. Oke. Yuk, ada yang ngalahin yuk. Harry Potter went to school. Sekolahnya Harry Potter kemana yuk? Oh, ada yang bukan penggemar Harry Potter kah? You don't know where is the Hogwarts ya? Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's see. Which country is it? Oh, there's Ireland ya, Irlandia in Indonesia ya. Okay, let's see. Okay. What language do they speak in Finland? Okay. Okay, Hasna, good job. Behaki, keep on going. Yang lain, what is the capital of China? Beijing ya. Some of you answer it. Shanghai is wrong ya. Oke, good job. Ini Bayhaki sama Hasna kejar-kejaran ini. The river in London is the name of the river ya. Nama sungai di London. Oke, it's called Thames ya. Kalau tadi yang dia biru Nile in Egypt ya, di Mesir. Oke, Tasha, good job ya. Keep on going. Romeo and Juliet is a famous play written by, do you know him? Who is he? Yeah. Okay, his name is William Shakespeare ya, yang nulis drama Romeo and Juliet. Okay. live in London is, don't forget they use pound sterling, ya, instead of dollars, ya. More expensive, ya. Jadi hidup di London ini quite expensive then. Okay, let's see who is top 5, ya. Okay, we still have 3 questions. The English language. Ya, kira-kira English language is spoken in how many countries? Okay, over 50 countries use English, so it will be our ini ya, keuntungan buat kita kalau kita bisa bahasa Inggris. Do you speak English? Of course, ya. Oke, Cesa, good job. Ya, ada yang bisa menggeser. The last question, would you like to visit London? Lihat kalimat tanyanya. Lihat kalimat tanyanya. Tanyanya pakai apa? Jawabnya harus sama. I love to. I'd love to ini singkatan ya dari kata I would love to, dari kata would. Ya. Yeah. Okay, let's see who is the winner. Yeah, let's see the podium. Okay, RM. Good job, Daihake. And then the first winner is okay. Good job. Congratulations to Asnab, Al-Bayhaqi, and RM. Okay? Okay. Wait. Let me mute the music. Okay. We will continue to my presentation ya. Jadi, learning online is something fun to do ya. Jadi, belajar online itu bukan sesuatu yang membosankan, bukan sesuatu yang make us feel desperate ya. Okay, let me continue about our presentation ya. Tadi kalau kita sudah bahas about BTS and Boy William, Cinta Laura, Seven Suzuki. Sekarang misalnya akan ke topik selanjutnya. We'll go to the next topic. Yeah. Okay, how many languages can you speak? Jadi coba deh ada yang jawab pertanyaan Miss Santi, boleh barengan, boleh ini. How many languages can you speak? Even your ini bahasa daerah, dihitung deh, bisa berapa? Ada yang kayak Mark Zuckerberg, lebih dari 5? Ada nggak?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Ya? Jadi Miss Santi tadi sudah bikin research ya. Jadi Miss Santi ambil 3 famous people ini yang bikin akhirnya kalian nggak bisa menolak kalau mereka emang luar biasa. Jadi Mark Zuckerberg able to speak 6 languages. Dia bisa 6. Sedangkan Bill Gates, kenapa Miss Santi choose Mark Zuckerberg rather than Bill Gates? Bill Gates tuh malah merasa bodoh. Nah, ya jadi Bill Gates itu nggak terlalu menguasai banyak bahasa dan dia merasa yang paling dia sesalkan adalah dia tidak bisa bahasa Arab. Jadi for you as a Muslim kalah dong sama si ini ya Bill Gates yang rasa malu nggak bisa belajar bahasa Arab gitu. Terus Al-Fatih Muhammad Al-Fatih itu bisa menguasai 8 bahasa. Sedangkan presiden kita, Presiden Soekarno can speak 10 languages. 10 bahasa asing dikuasai beliau, whether it's written or spoken language. Keren nggak? Jadi itu ini kita acuan kita kalau orang-orang seperti mereka bisa, why not? Ya, for us. What's wrong? Ada yang nulis hi, hello, ini cuma sekedar menyapa atau want to say something? Bisa type di chat ya. Misalnya nanti akan baca lewat chat. Okay, let me continue to my presentation first ya. Okay. Sekarang kita masuk ke bahasan yang kedua. 10,000 hours make you an expert. Kok bisa sih 10 jam? 10.000 jam, bukan cuma 10 jam. 10.000 jam itu bikin kita jadi an expert. Ini saking pertama kali pakai Zoom kah? Mau coret-coret layar? Ya, jadi 10.000 jam ini bikin kita jadi expert. Kok bisa? Caranya seperti apa? Tipsnya seperti apa? Oke, look at this thing ya. One Punch Man ini telling about someone yang want to be a hero. Ya, dia pengen jadi pahlawan. Tapi pahlawan yang seperti apa? Dia pengen jadi pahlawan yang beda. Jadi dia almost spend his time itu doing something like this. 100 push up, squat, sit up, and then running. Terus ada lagi, kenal dia nggak? Kayak tahu Miss, itu Bruce Lee, ada namanya ya. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. Ya, saya tuh nggak takut sama orang yang berlatih 10.000 tendangan. But I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Tapi aku takut sama orang yang melatih satu tendangan itu 10.000 kali. Bayangkan, ini yang ngomong orang yang jago bela diri ya. Jadi kalau dihitung 10.000 jam ini bisa kita lakukan berapa tahun gitu ya. Jadi kalau kalian pengen menguasai bahasa Inggris, pengen jadi expert, contoh pengen jago gitar, pengen jadi atlet renang, pengen jago masak. Kalau pengen dalam waktu singkat, kalian harus menyelesaikan dalam setiap hari. Kalian harus menghabiskan waktu selama 8 jam. Ya, selama 5 hari, selama 52 minggu dalam 1 tahun, ya kalian hanya membutuhkan 4,8 bulan, 4 tahun 8 bulan untuk bisa menyelesaikan hitungan 10 jam ini. Apakah itu hukum pasti di mana kita pasti akan sukses, Miss? Enggak, tapi yang pasti terjadi adalah we are more focused, ya. Kita lebih fokus. Kita jadi orang yang a little bit easier to dealing with the routine, ya. Terus kita force ourselves to do more, ya. Tapi ingat bahwa semua itu nggak terus dilakukan. Oh, biar lebih cepat, aku nanti akan lakuin 2 kali lipatnya, 16 jam per hari tanpa istirahat, tanpa pokoknya diforsir gitu. No, ya. You just remember our body need some time to rest ya. Gitu. Tubuh kita itu butuh waktu juga buat istirahat. Jadi kalau bayangkan, kalau kalian bisa melakukannya sejam per hari, oke. Kalau 1 jam gimana, Miss? Ini nego. Apabila hari ini kita konsisten belajar 1 jam per hari, kalau kita konsisten maka hukum 10.000 jam, kalau itu kita artikan, kalian akan bisa jadi seorang pakar. Apabila 1 hari 1 jam, kemudian 1 tahun 365 hari, kan nggak mungkin kan? Kita paling ngelakuinnya 5 hari per minggu. Berarti ada sekitar 240 sampai 250 hari per tahun. Dan itu kalian butuh waktu 27 tahun. Nah, berarti kalau sekarang usia kalian 11, 12, ya tinggal ditambahi 27. Miss, saya bisa kok 2 jam. 2 jam kalian bisa menyelesaikan sekitar berapa tahun? Bisa sekitar 13,5 tahun. Berarti kalau sekarang umurnya 17 tahun, ditambah 13 tahun, umur 30, you have already become an expert in anything you want to be. Ya, kalau tadi pengen jago main gitar, ya kalian akan jadi ahli gitar gitu. Sama seperti yang Miss Santi rasakan gitu, secara tidak Miss Santi sadari, sudah mengajar selama 10 tahun ini bikin Miss Santi jadi kebiasaan, karena dari jam 7 sampai jam 3 sore. Itu kan berarti sekitar 8 jam ya. 5 tahun mengajar sampai 10 tahun mengajar ini, Miss Santi sudah dealing with the difficulties, bagaimana to understand student, pokoknya udah kayak, oh kalau ada anak kesulitan gini, aku harus seperti ini. Itu sudah terlatih gitu. Ada nggak sih Miss buktinya saya nggak ini gitu. Terus bagaimana gitu. Nah, belajar itu nggak harus kayak buka buku, nggak harus kayak you have to do something yang susah gitu. Percaya atau tidak, Miss nanti pernah ngelesi anak SD, kelas 4 SD, dia itu nggak suka bahasa Inggris. Terus ketika pertemuan pertama, Miss nanti menanyakan ke dia, what is your favorite, what is your hobby? Playing football. Okay, next question. What is your favorite football club? Gitu. Miss nanti tanya, dia bilang MU. The next meeting, Miss nanti printkan dia sejarah tentang MU, but in English. Tapi dalam bahasa Inggris. Miss Santi minta dia in front of me membaca sekilas and tell me what is inside. Dan ngasih tahu Miss Santi isinya tadi yang Miss Santi printkan apa sih. Surprisingly, dia bisa menceritakannya dengan lancar. Even ketika Miss Santi tanya, si A siapa, si B siapa, dia langsung memahami. Jadi start with something that you like the most. Yang suka musik ya cari musisi yang kalian suka. Yang suka masak cari chef yang kalian suka, print resepnya dan cari and try to understand that. Dan sekarang kalian tuh dimudahkan banget, kalian bisa ini kan, bisa buka Netflix, kalian rubah kebiasaan selama ini. Kalau biasanya translation-nya subtitle-nya pakai Indonesia, coba rubah ke Inggris. Ya, coba kalian pahami, paksakan telinga kalian ini mendengarkan memang, oh kalau lihat film, oh aku nyoba gitu. Pilih film-film yang sederhana dulu. Jangan film-film yang sci-fi yang harus mikir gitu. Nonton soalnya film yang bikin kita mikir tapi pakai teksnya, subtitle-nya bahasa Inggris. Nggak jadi seru tapi malah jadi pusing. Jadi mulai with something that you like the most. Bisa pakai lagu-lagu yang kalian lagi suka, lagu-lagu bahasa Inggris yang kalian suka. Munculkan liriknya. Bisa lewat Spotify, YouTube, atau Netflix yang sekarang lagi happening between all of you. Oke, sekarang kenal kan? Who is he? Ya, ada Mozart, ada Michael Jordan, and the Beatles. Ya, mereka adalah orang-orang yang sudah masuk. Nama bukunya adalah Outliers, orang-orang yang sudah melampaui batas, yang dengan kemampuannya mereka sampai bisa dikenang lebih dari era di mana mereka dikenal orang. Jadi dia sudah melampaui zaman. Bisa jadi mereka juga orang-orang yang bisa melampaui abad. Karena apa? Jadi ini nanti ambil ceritanya The Beatles. Jadi Beatles ini memainkan musik 8 jam sehari, 7 hari dalam seminggu, dan bila dihitung, mereka itu memperoleh kesuksesannya tahun 1964, itu dia sudah naik panggung sebanyak 1.200 kali. Sedangkan Mozart ini dididik ayahnya sudah sedari kecil, dia mendengarkan musik, menuliskan lagu, jadi ketika dia dewasa, dia hanya butuh sekitar 10 tahunan untuk bisa diakui dunia. Begitu juga Michael Jordan. Dia punya cita-cita tidak hanya menjadi pebasket dengan gaji tertinggi, tapi dia pengen menjadi pemain basket yang akan dikenang sepanjang masa. Dia berlatih jauh lebih keras daripada teman-temannya. Jadi balik ke kita, kalau you want to be an expert in English, you want to be able to speak like Boy William, Cinta Laura, BTS, Seven Suzuki, or your English teacher, you have to spend your time more than before. Ya. Itu yang paling penting. Itu rumus yang akhirnya 10.000 jam. Terus, so what is this? What is the tips? What is the trick? So I can study English by myself, Miss. Kalau mau les nanti mahal karena because I'm not from the rich family. Saya nggak mau saya nanti jadi beban. Atau it's okay, Miss. Oke, sekarang aku sudah mulai semangat. Aku udah pengen bisa mempraktekkan apa yang tadi Miss Santi sampaikan, tapi aku butuh tutor gitu. Boleh join English course seperti itu boleh, tapi Miss Santi akan ngasih solusi dulu ya. Oke. Nah, ini adalah beberapa link yang bisa kalian gunakan untuk belajar bahasa Inggris by yourself. Jadi kalau pengen latih listening-nya, ini ada beberapa alamat website yang bisa bikin kalian itu become an expert in English. Jadi it will be easier for you. Kalau kalian anggap aja satu hari satu teks, satu hari satu listening, satu hari satu place to visit ya, kayak virtual tour seperti ini, atau interactive game seperti escape room. Misanti pernah share link ini di status WA Misanti. Jadi it will be fun gitu. Kita bisa belajar bahasa Inggris tuh kayak tanpa tekanan.